All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, a little different body of water. So here's what we're going to do when we go through the setups with this one. I know this is a very, very shallow body of water. It's just a bayou. Down here in Louisiana, we got these about every 6 minutes. I probably got 3 or 4 of them from close to my house. But what I'm going to do is, I know, let's start with this. I know that I'll be fishing shallow trees because there are literally 23 jillion of these. I know I'm going to be doing 2 things. I'll be fishing bass, shallow trees, and the third thing is I know I'll be making short casts, 20, 30 foot. See how close those trees are? Not much further than those trees. That's how close I'll be fishing. That's important because I will show you on the screen why this is important, because in perspective mode, I know that's what I'll be using today because this water is 6.2 feet deep in the middle. Perspective mode is what I'll be using. So, I know this, so I'll go ahead and put it on perspective mode right off the bat. Let's just get it out of the way because that's what I'm using 99% of the time. Not that you can't use the other forward mode in this, but perspective mode is the best choice for bass fishing in this. I'm fishing thousands of trees. I'm looking, I don't always have to see my bait. I don't always have to see the fish, but I may be out there and see a stump in the water, or one tree has more cypress leaves than another. So let's get into this, how we do it, and let's go through the settings. A little bit different than the forward mode, but here we go. All right, so first of all, what I like to do is, I know where I'm going to be fishing. I'm going to be fishing 20 to 30 feet. That tree right there in front of me is about 15 foot to the front edge, and I don't know, 20 feet to the back. It's a pretty big cypress tree. And there's another one right here, that's over there. All right, so what I know is, I'm gonna be fishing 30 feet. So what I do is I go ahead and get this, I'm gonna be close. And look how the gain changes just by moving. See how it brightens up? When you go back, it's because it's shooting that out further. When you go in, look how it darkens. So what I like to do is, then we'll go back to gain, is I go down. And I'll fan back and forth to kind of see what I'm looking for. And what I'm looking for more than anything, and it looks like about 70. I'm not worried as much about, I don't care much about the trees, is I don't want the trees to pop too much, because if you have it up there around 75, see the bottoms start to blend with the trees. So what I want to do is, I want the bottom to kind of go away just slightly. Maybe 65 looked real good. Let's look at this other tree over here. See how the bottom is slightly going away? Because I'm fishing trees, the fish are on the trees, and what I'm doing is I'm trying to, all right, sorry, I hit the button. I'm targeting these trees looking for bass. So by looking for bass, I want the bottom to kind of darken up. That's still gonna leave these trees real tight, nice and bright, but it looks like 65 is what we're gonna be the best for this depth, because I'm fishing 6 foot and shallower. So that's how I set my perspective mode up, because I'm looking for fish, number one, but it's not as much about seeing the tree, but I want the fish to pop from the bottom. Now, what I'll do is I'll scroll over to another set of trees and we'll see if we can see some fish on the trees, because they're all in all these. All right, I went this tree, right there by the other tree, there are a million of them. But what I'm looking for is, now, I'm looking at this tree right here. I'm directly in front of this tree. Let me see if I can shade the area here. I might have to go to Active Captain to get a better view. Let me see. There we go. I'm not looking. I know that there's cypress knees, but what I'm looking for in these trees is I'm looking for the random fish right there. See that random fish? Watch him. He's right there. He's swimming. See him swimming? Swimming. Let me turn over there a little bit toward it. And that's what you're looking for. You're looking for these random fish. You see bait fish swimming around in here. But I'm looking for the random bass. There's one right there in that dark spot. But if I've got the gain too much, let's go up to here. See, gain's too much. The fish don't pop. So I've got to turn it down where that bottom dies away just slightly, and then the fish will pop. See the popping fish? Now, what I'll do is I'll record a couple, about 30 seconds of this with a little bit better background off of Active Captain, and then we'll be able to kind of see better. But I want to just see how I adjust my stuff, and not just